and novelty songs. Spoofs, goofs, and novelty songs. Spoofs, goofs, and novelty songs. Spoofs, goofs, and novelty songs.
Wait to be talked over.
Check.
Wow.
Check.
You like being talked over? You don't like being talked over?
No, everyone talks over me because that's how I talk to everyone.
Over all of us. It's a 3-person podcast.
Yeah.
That's how they work.
That's how conversation works, I feel like. I don't know.
Check the Mikey. Check.
You don't
the
have
Mikey,
conversations
Mikey.
in front of a hot mic. You can wait your turn in a conversation.
Yes.
Hot mics are harder to wait your turn.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
that's
all
true.
like equally quiet, so I think it's good.
Oh, well, we can just talk louder. Louder. Check.
No, that's not how you solve.
Heck.
That's not how you solve sound problems.
Yeah, you
Marty.
just scream.
Because if he'll get loud. Don't worry.
Well, much like Jack White, I might get loud.
Yeah, much like John Paul Jones, you might get loud.
Very good. You know, I had this opinion the other day about Led Zeppelin, which was that there's a lot of bands where the whole hook of them is that, like, oh, they're such proficient musicians like Fish, Rush. And I think Led Zeppelin's the only band where that aspect of it is actually tied into the music more, and it's actually entertaining to listen to.
Wow.
Which
Yes.
I realize is a controversial opinion.
Marty.
It's
Can't help but
wrong.
agree.
Very good.
Because you know,
Yes,
you know
the band,
thing is,
yes.
they write they write those songs.
No, I know that. And the bands I listed are also jam bands, so...
The band, yes.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
no, Rush probably writes those.
Yeah, but Rush writes terrible songs.
That's why I'm saying the band, yes.
20th song is very good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no one's listening. I'm saying yes over here.
Yes, you're saying the band, yes. We
Because
fucking
it's
heard
so
you.
good.
We chose to ignore
There's
that.
a- That's the
which progressive
prog
rock
band.
band is on first?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? For the first time ever, I'm very happy with this cold open. Welcome to Spoofs, Goofs, and Novelty Songs.
A podcast about dumb shit?
And today we are going to talk to you about the film. Oh, let's each take a letter, shall we? I'll start. You.
H?
F.
Oh, you wanted us to go out of order, didn't you?
No.
Okay. By the way, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Scott.
Scott
and I'm
what?
Host.
Scott what?
Stephen Carey.
Thank you. I'm Marty.
My name's Kelly Danen. You can put Danen on the baseball title on the bottom of the screen while you listen to this podcast.
Yeah, the baseball title.
You can when you get your Kelly trading card, you can swap that for a
Do we
Paul
have
Tompkins
trading
one.
cards yet? Because boy, we have 3 people for trading cards.
Yeah,
so
that's
one
true.
pack is all you need, unless
it
you get
could be
really unlucky. You could get
Us in,
dupes.
different poses for each card.
Or
Oh.
like references we've made that the fans are hugely into. What is
all
wrong
know.
with my fucking?
Yeah, there could be a
can't talk.
picture of the reference we make.
Okay, we all know Marty's going to be the common. I'm the holographic. Scott, you're rare.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. I would be, in Hearthstone terms, I would be legendary. There's only one of me.
Wow. But
Welcome to the world's most niche podcast where we talk about local Milwaukee boutique stores.
Hearthstone?
And Hearthstone. Hearthstone is huge, okay?
Yeah.
oh yeah, correction
everywhere? Yeah.
from last week. Fish Burgers is the
Oh,
name of it, not
I was
Fisher
wrong.
Burgers.
Okay,
We're gonna get there. We're gonna
Also,
get there.
not
some
last
week.
week because like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
my
Kelly.
bad. This is episode 10. We
So
did it.
episode 10.
Yeah, we made it. And can I just say, you guys, first of all, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate being
Wait,
with you.
Are you talking to us or are you talking to the
Yeah,
audience?
you know, I've gotten a reputation as, kind of a downer, kind of a jerk, kind of a grump
Who would tell you that?
on this. Well, the two of you.
All the reviews in iTunes.
You know what? Now that we're 10 episodes in, I gotta say, I love this. I love you guys. And I'm ready to talk about this movie.
Hell yeah.
UHF,
Good.
or as it's known in German, UHF.
Very good.
I think that's right.
That is very good, Kelly. That was really funny.
I feel like we're going to have no content because most of our content has been driven by Scott being mad. So this will be a very quiet episode.
I've turned over a new leaf.
Okay.
And I'm just ready to have fun with you guys, and let's get into it.
Well, Mr. Positive Scott, what were your first thoughts on UHF? By the way, how did we all went together to go see UHF. It was screening at a local theater here in Milwaukee. and it was a packed house.
Hey, we can plug the theater, can't we?
Yeah, we can say
We've plugged everything else. Avalon. It's the Avalon.
Avalon Theater, put on by Milwaukee Record. They put on an old movie once a month. And
Brought
apparently
to
they do
us
really
by
well.
Lakefront Brewery.
Yes, with a great trailer that was really serious.
It was
Oh my
so
God.
good. I loved that trailer so
This
much.
is the hardest.
Scott has
I'm struggling here.
things we can't say about Scott. Anyway, Scott sued Lakefront Brewery, and that's why we can't say anything about it.
Yeah, the beer was too kosher. They have a rabbi come
bless it, right?
kosherize it
Yeah.
like twice a year.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Because that can't be enough to actually make all of it kosher, right?
I don't know.
Like in the
Now
Magic?
we're getting okay. This is a George Carlin bit at some point. I'm sure. Is that what? How much? Yeah, how much mana does the the rabbi have?
like okay, how many, like, if you're a rabbi, can you make everything kosher, or can you only
Yeah.
make like a few things kosher?
He cast. I cast greater kosherization.
Is that why people go to church to replenish their mana?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
spell
yeah.
slots.
That's why
shit,
you have to go
dude.
every
I
week,
had
dude.
no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why
fucking
we are
crazy.
useless.
No wonder I'm exhausted
Yeah,
all the
that's-
time.
Yeah, if you went to church, you could throw a fireball.
Oh, fuck.
If you go to church enough.
Yeah. If you go 1 week, you your penis gets bigger. Anyway,
Yeah. You cast minor
Viagra.
illusion. Minor
No,
illusion.
you
on
cast
swinger.
BlueChew.com.
So all those ads about my penis getting bigger or solving erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, or what?
If I
what
click on it,
happened
it
to
just
the
says go to
American man?
church.
Have you ever heard those radio commercials? Where like
The American
wussification
man.
of America has gotten too far.
We're all cucks and betas now.
What happened?
Well, I know what happened. They didn't see UHF at the Avalon like we
Awful.
did.
Such a bad segue.
Guys, this was my first time seeing UHF, actually, and I gotta tell you, I am not a huge fan of Weird Al's music, but I was a huge fan of Weird Al's movie.
Oh, that you had me right at the edge of my seat. until
I
the
was
end
like,
of that.
wait,
I was
where's
like,
he going with this? So
crazy thing?
you were also not a fan of UHF the movie, is what I got out of that.
Oh,
statement.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I really genuinely thought this was one of the best spoof movies we've watched so far, and it actually showed off his talents, I thought, a lot more, because I think music...
He's so good at screaming, isn't he?
He is, yes. He's really funny.
That was like half of the jokes, I think, was just him being
But like other people
What?
could do the
Yes.
same like super over the top, just like screaming,
And
shit.
it wouldn't
would-
work.
It would be annoying. But Weird Al, gotta hand it to you, pal.
Because he's like earnestly lovable, and I think that's part of his charm in general, is that he's like that nerdy guy that everyone is like just chill with, because he's just like a nice guy also. Like
Yeah.
deep down, he
I
is
saw
a good
Weird
person.
Al, and I'm like, I'm so chill with you.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks when they see him for the first
What
time.
happened to Nice Scott? I like
I'm
Nice
agreeing
Scott.
with you.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
That was very astute.
thank you, Scott. Kelly, what were your thoughts on UHF?
I watched UHF. Let's just take it way back, okay? I'll just give you guys my origin stories.
Okay.
I watched UHF for the first time.
1989, when
No,
UHF comes out in theaters.
I was just really stoned back when I watched it the first time, and I didn't like it very much. And I watched it like pretty much dead sober. I think I
You're
was
like,
just.
I want to watch Munich.
You know what? Honestly, that sounds fucking
I'm
dope.
baked.
Wait.
Can we put on the King's Speech, please? This movie's too Google Gaga for me.
Hang
I want
on.
to watch Atonement.
Hang on. Let me get my 6-pack of
Honestly,
Showa
pretty
here.
accurate, though. Like,
This is okay. I'm not going to name names, but there are two mutual friends of the three of us actually that I will not say names, but they dropped acid together and they went to there's an actual like place in our neighborhood that you can rent videos. It's
Yeah.
River West
Film and video.
They went there again. They dropped acid, and like immediately went there. So they're like waiting for it to kick in, and when they'll come back to their house with the movie they rent and watch the movie. Would you care to take a guess what movie they
Oh
rent?
boy, I'm really excited. God, it's got to be something.
It's like on par with the movies we've been
I know. And it's recent. Is it recent?
ish.
Recent-ish.
Last 10 years, yeah.
Okay. There Will Be Blood?
No, that would be
That's like
actually
too.
good.
I feel like
That
that's
would-
too
crazy.
good. Yeah, that'd be too good.
yeah, you got to pick something like super dry, like with a $50,000, $100,000 budget.
Good Night and Good Luck?
I was thinking like Milk, but
Ooh, milk is good.
Kelly's guess is better.
Wow. Okay.
Well, actually, no. Just Kelly's
on.
guess. I've seen that movie. I
Oh, good night and good luck. We're gonna do that on the
here's what they
podcast.
pick. They drop acid. They go to rent this movie. They come back. They pop it in. The movie they decided to rent, Les Mis, 2012.
Oh, also, if I
Yo.
know the two people you're talking about, I know which one of them picked it, and it's because
Yeah.
he's a huge musical guy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But still, just insane. Like, yeah. They said it was a bad time.
I watched.
Also, because that movie's not good.
Yeah. So anyway, Kelly smoked a bunch of weed and then did not enjoy this
UHF.
fucking like
But-
boingo goof movie.
Yeah.
It was too. I think maybe it was a sativa or some shit, and I should have been smoking that indica.
Yeah.
What does a sugar substitute have to do with you not enjoying the movie?
Oh my god. I liked
Marty-
UHF.
That was a very funny. That's good wordplay, and I thank you for that contribution.
You're welcome.
I liked UHF this time around. It was very funny. It was TBS worthy.
Yeah, it's a very funny movie. It's not really a spoof of anything specific, but
Yeah,
there's like
it's-
scene to scene, they're like spoofing different. Like obviously, there's like an Indiana Jones segment.
It
at the
literally
beginning.
opens with Raiders, the exact opening of Raiders of the Lost
There's like
Ark.
a long Rambo.
Yes.
Which was honestly probably one of the
That was the weakest
low
part,
points.
I thought, yeah.
Conan the Librarian.
Conan the Librarian.
But
yeah.
then there's
Gandhi
a bunch
2.
of like
Gandhi 2.
commercials. Well, okay, because the plot is, and it's a very tried and true
Yes.
type of plot where it's Weird Al inherits UHF, which I guess is like a local.
It stands for like
station.
ultra high frequency, so it's like a local TV station that doesn't like broadcast
Short
outside
range.
of a it's a
Very
really
short
small
range.
It's like
neighborhood.
the
Wavelengths.
shit Wayne's World airs on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Public access.
So,
It's like
yeah.
now public access is what is on UHF stations, but back then it was the Wild West of TV.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
And then a bunch of corporations came in and bought it all, which we'll talk about
Sort
later.
of the plot of this movie.
Yeah, it is.
So Weird Al inherits this UHF station and struggles to make it work, but then through happenstance hires a lovable cast of rejects and goons, and they turn out to be good at doing TV, or at least like a spectacle to see. Meanwhile, there's a miserly, rich guy, sort of strawman, sort of.
He's a walking
yeah.
dollar bill.
Yeah.
As you put it, I think, after the
A
movie.
dollar bill with eyeballs who
Twirls his
wants a
mustache.
monopoly over the local TV, and he tries to buy out the station. You get it. And then Weird Al raises enough money.
Yeah.
Well, I won't spoil it.
No, he wins. I mean, they win in the end. This isn't like a realistic movie in any way, so they just win in the end.
Yeah.
I would say it's not a lovable cast of characters. He literally hires Michael Richards, who plays this like
so
janitor.
lovable. What's wrong with him?
No, I know that, but he's
I can't think of one reason why anybody.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no.
No, but I mean, like, there was just one person. Like, the movie is very much built around, like, this janitor becomes a fucking sensation, and it's clearly laid out that because he's such a hit, it allows them to get away with doing all this other crazy shit. And, like, the hook of the movie is that he gets kidnapped at one point, and they have to, like, go save him in order to, like, save the thing.
I thought it
don't
was
know.
that he was okay. Michael Richards is the star of the channel, but the other shows like still get watched.
I think
like,
yeah.
I think it's like it's like cheap entertainment. Honestly, okay.
He's like the
I'm gonna do
catalyst.
like way too like
Yes.
this is my college dissertation.
Yes, this is what we're here for.
It's back to like stories around the campfire or like you know what I mean, like in like tribalistic times.
Yeah.
Like look what I can do type
Yeah.
shit, and he just puts it on TV.
Yeah, yeah. Michael Richards, by the way, is so good in this movie. He steals the movie. I mean, at one point, Weird Al doesn't feel like the main
He's
character.
so good, it makes you wonder like what happened to him.
I don't want to talk about that because I've talked about it so much.
We really, on our previous
We dug
podcast,
deep into this.
boy, did we talk about that a lot and made fun of
that's
it a lot.
right. Okay, the viewer may not know that,
But the listener might know.
But the listener would know that Marty and Kelly had a Seinfeld podcast.
Correct.
So
So we definitely
I
talked
didn't
about.
even put that together till just now.
Oh, really?
I'm sure you've been through this.
We much have talked.
Well,
about
I need to go on the record and just say that I'm against it.
this. Racism is bad.
Yeah, racism bad.
He shouldn't have said that word, especially so many times.
yeah, said it a bunch. Oof.
Oh man. Regardless of that, this,
He does crush it. in
He's
this movie,
really
though.
good. He's
Yeah.
like clearly such. The cast in general, I think, is actually really strong. I think that's the only reason why this movie ended up working is that Weird Al's a really charming guy. Not a great actor necessarily, but like him as like a performer, he's just very entertaining and he's very funny naturally, I think. And it's the same for everybody else. You have like Fran Drescher way before she was famous.
Yeah.
And this like supporting part. That, I mean, she was building up to getting the nanny at some point, but like she's fantastic in this movie. Just the whole cast in general, like. They really kill it. They really did cast like a bunch of weirdos, and it's
Richie
great.
Aprile is in it. From The Sopranos.
Yes, that actor Richie Aprile, who played himself in The Sopranos, he was
as
really
himself.
murdered in that show.
Yeah, that's the thing too. So they must have CGI'd him like Tony's mom.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They CGI'd Tony's mom? Oh, in like a later season, right?
No. The actress died
Yeah, that's right.
before the character did. And so for like the last scene, you see Tony and her together. They like Benjamin buttoned her face. And so they cut to her like as few times as possible.
Yeah.
But you do see her face a few times. CGI.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Technology.
It's crazy.
Guys,
Deep fakes, baby.
what were your favorite bits of this movie?
I mean, there's just a lot of physical. There's the part where Michael Richards like hits somebody with the stick of his mop, and he is knocked aside with like the
gust
force
of-
of like like he got hit by like a wrecking ball or something.
The whole bit, because it's Michael Richards is in this like closet. The door to the closet opens. The bad guys are yelling at him to shut up because he's like he won't stop talking to them because he's like a lovable doofus sort of. And in the distance, he sees this like ornate display that's like really well lit, and it's meant the
It's
movie's
a stained glass window as if like God is like shining.
is like
through.
calling out to him, and then he goes. So you think it's like that's the thing that's giving him his inspiration to overcome these bad guys, and then he just screams "My mop," which was set up like an hour ago in this movie, and then you just like the camera pans down a little bit, and his mop is next to this ornate thing. He runs to the mop and kills everybody with it, basically.
Yeah. My other favorite gag was so Weird Al's girlfriend breaks up with him in the movie, and he leaves a voicemail message. This is not my favorite part, but
Yeah.
okay. In the voicemail message, at some point, it's Weird Al doing his screaming thing, and he's like, "I'm in hell! I'm in hell!" And that soundbite, I forgot where I heard it from, but that like plays in my head every time like a minor inconvenience happens in my life. Like
Literally that.
yeah,
that
and then,
moment.
so once I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that's what that's from. But then right after that, it's when he's Weird Al does the kids show before Michael Richards does, and it's like he just got dumped, and so he's doing the kids show, and he's just like very sad the whole time.
Yeah.
That part was funny
Yeah.
to me.
I like that part too. I do think the relationship in this movie feels it's by far the weakest part of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be in there, and she adds so little like plot wise that you could have just given that to any other characters and it would have been fine. Like
I think it's fine. Like
It's not
overall,
enough.
it's like not a main point. He just had to do like a get the girl moment, and I think Weird Al was like,
I get that,
sorry,
but
Al.
I mean, the rest of the plot was so rich that and so deep.
you know,
and nuanced.
the thing is, like, the supporting characters are handled really, really well, but Weird Al's arc in this movie, he doesn't change it. There's no arc.
Yeah.
He's just a flat line,
He was a bad
which is
person
so weird. He's a
from
bad
start to
person.
finish,
Yeah, he doesn't
with an
grow.
active imagination from start to finish. It was just, oh, now he found something where
He was
ADHD
Everyone
Valid.
else changes and they all grow. All the supporting characters have like payoffs to their things. Even the bad guy gets some growth at the end. Like
or it's like he's like super in his head, and so he's like ignoring
Reality.
responsibility, and reality. And then in the end, it totally pays off. And it
Yeah.
doesn't have to. The world meets him where he's at.
correct. Yeah, that's like the weakest. So
Yeah.
like the girlfriend, I think, goes in line with that. Where I think it just cheapens that even further. Where it's just like it makes it even worse.
Yeah,
in
she's
my
just
opinion.
like, you were right the
Yeah,
whole time.
you win, I love you."
now.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Now that you're successful,
Yeah.
and I'm two-dimensional, this
Yes.
is perfect for me.
Yeah.
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 My favorite bits. I think a lot of we went to see it with a bunch of people who really liked this movie, obviously,
Correct.
because they
Well-
went out of their way to see it in theaters one last time.
Yes, we didn't go with these people.
One last time.
They all had a murder
Before the-
suicide.
Yeah, they did. There's a lot of cool.
Yeah, they were all
was a
wearing
cult.
Nikes.
Yeah, there was a cult. We did not go with them.
They saw
were there.
Midsommar afterwards.
Yeah.
No, there was a lot of the bits that were like famous and people were like clapping and cheering for, like
Yeah.
not that great. Wheel
No.
of Fish is pretty weak.
Yeah.
Wheel of
I don't know why
Fish-
everybody liked that one so much.
It's just like wacky, but it's not like
It's
funny.
like it's honestly because
Oh.
they're memorable. They're so
Yeah.
like, and it's so like you're not gonna forget Wheel of Fish. Like even I'm
Yeah.
thinking of like the bits that I liked and the
Yeah.
bits that I don't.
Which reminds me, If I may, I gotta say it. Just with the treatment of the girlfriend not being so great.
Yeah.
This movie does not treat Asian people the best.
Oh, this movie in
either.
general, it also doesn't treat children, animals.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
children and animals, like that's
What?
Well,
It's not like actually hurting them.
I know that.
The joke is that this is it's like bad.
I know that
it's bad.
but it's like celebrating the like wackiness of it. Like when Raoul's Animal Kingdom when he's like throwing the Dalmatians
yeah,
out the
he's
window.
obviously
noodles out the
not,
window isn't the
though.
same as being like
Racist?
subtly racist.
I get
Subtly
that. I
racist
agree.
to
I'm
Asian
just
people.
saying, in general,
Because
there's a lot of that stuff.
You know that those Asian actors could speak perfect English, and they had to like
yes.
Yeah,
do
there's
the
a
accent
joke where
on camera.
there's
boy.
a joke. Okay, there's a joke where they're in the supply closet hiding, and all the Asian karate guys jump out of the closet and yell supplies, making fun of like how the Asian accent flips the L's and the R's.
Yes.
Yeesh. That's not
it's,
great.
it was a low point for the movie. I
Yeah.
thought.
Other than that, everything else, held up. And
Yeah,
it
The-
came out. It was from the late '80s. I mean, not excusing it, but
Yeah.
just to put
Yeah.
it in context. I guess.
Yeah.
I liked.
I hope you say that part.
I like.
I like the part where they jump out of the
Nah. Right at the beginning when they lived next to the karate dojo, when they punch through the wall after Al asks what time it is and he
Yeah.
looks at the watch, I thought that was good.
Yeah, there's good gags in this movie overall. Yeah.
The fight scene after Michael Richards hits someone like 20 feet away with the mop, they're like in this very cramped space, and it's like a chase scene, and the three guys have guns, but they're just pointing them and not shooting them.
It's
And
like
they
a
keep-
movie from like 1970.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they keep falling, and I thought that was really funny
Yeah.
and stupid. Oh fuck! I had a list.
I'll jump in with one of
Yeah.
mine. The end of the movie after they save Michael Richards, everyone is coming back to the station where they're
The
doing
Jeeps.
they're doing a telethon, and literally there's like hundreds of Jeeps driving up.
Yeah.
It was like only 4 people went to get this guy, but suddenly
There's
there's
a huge
monster
following,
trucks and
like,
Jeeps.
yeah.
And that for some reason that just like really killed me, like that because they're like playing off. I think it's like making
Because
fun
there's a
of
giant crowd at the end of the movie, so the crowd has
Yeah.
to come from somewhere. But
right,
like,
and I think practically they had to figure out how to light that too. I think was the thing.
Yeah.
So they had to like justify
that's
why they could light the
interesting.
whole crowd.
Yeah.
We'll get to the lighting in
I
a
liked
second.
the little person cameraman. I thought like with
Oh,
you have Fran Dresser.
what
and
was
Yeah.
his
you could-
name? Oh, it's gonna get Noodles Macintosh. Yeah. Which Fran Drescher gets his name wrong and says Noodle McIntyre, and then he's like Noodles Macintosh.
That's really funny. That's really
Well, like
good.
with Fran, you could have easily gone to like, sexy, skimpy.
I thought that's where that was going to go with him.
I
Shooting
thought it
up
was
her
too,
shirt,
and then
yeah.
it wasn't. And I thought they could
was
have
good-
built on
glad
it
they
with
didn't.
like having like a giant news lady would be just because it's
Yeah.
shot from below.
That's-
Yeah.
But it's still, I was geeking out at
Yeah.
the whole prospect of it. And then there was one scene at the end. They have the in-studio camera guy is this huge, big guy,
Mm-hmm.
and there was one scene at the end where he's carrying the little guy who's carrying the camera. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like,
little
who's that
snippet.
Ninja Turtles villain?
Oh
Krang,
God,
isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Krang. Yeah.
But yeah, the little bits are funnier, but
Mm-hmm.
the ones with the names, Conan the Librarian,
Conan
Rambo,
Librarian, Gandhi 2,
Gandhi
that
2,
stuff holds up.
It's
I think
just easy to remember
Gandhi
that
2,
stuff too.
I thought was really funny.
Gandhi
it's
2 is
just
pretty
it's just silly, right? Like it's just like completely bizarre.
yeah.
Well, because here's the thing: opposites so funny.
That's the thing, that's why,
Gandhi was he's a non-violent guy.
But that's
This-
like-
in this spin. Oh, he's shooting people.
Taking that opposite to the extreme is what makes that funny though. Like Wheel of Fish is like not extreme enough almost. It's like weirdly like too normal. It's like too like it's
I
it's
think
wacky,
too
but it's
just-
not grounded
it's-
in anything.
It's the premise is like the premise is like one nose laugh, and then
Yeah.
they're carrying out that premise for like
Way too
3.5
long.
minutes.
That's true. That it goes on a long time. I would also say another low point would be the music video, the ballad of.
Oh, that was such like an out of
That
place.
was
spot.
okay.
it feels like
So,
tacked on.
Beverly Hillbillies or whatever.
For my section later, I was doing some Weird Al research.
Yeah.
There's a like an album that came out with UHF, and that's on the album. I literally think that was just like a parody he was working on at the same time, and they just were like, we
gotta
need
promote
an extra
this,
5 minutes,
and we gotta
like,
promote this album.
They
It
literally
would
just
seem-
put the music video in the the music video in the middle of the movie and played it off as a dream sequence.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it seemed just unnecessary, and it went on for too long. The other thing I want to say is that this was directed by Weird Al's manager, which, if you watch the movie, you can tell it's not really made by like necessarily someone with the best eye for angles and things like that. The close-ups
shot
are really
like
weird.
It's shot almost like
Shot
a
like a
TV
TV show.
movie.
It is, yeah. It's shot like a TV show, yeah. And I think it works to the idea of the movie, so maybe it was a good choice, but the lighting and the angles overall were very...
I don't know.
bizarre.
I feel like that's been the case for a lot of the stuff we've watched already.
No, this felt like an
parodies
extreme
don't
example.
really. I mean, because there'd be so much going on if they're like, also let's do some like Vince Gilligan shots. Or
I'm not even saying
like,
that, though. I just mean like the coverage felt like off. Like it all just felt like
Dude,
not angled well.
The Three Stooges, but they put a GoPro on the squirting flower.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd watch that. Scott, I think you're onto something.
Guys, this was an 8 out of 10 movie and an 8 out of 10 spoof.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe you gave it an 8 out of 10 spoof.
Marty, I think those two ratings are exactly right on the money.
Okay, Scott's done.
No, but I.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, I have to disagree.
You know what, Scott? Go ahead.
I would give it as a movie a 9 out of 10 because I was laughing
Wow.
the whole time.
It's a very funny
It's
movie.
really
We're a little
Yeah.
biased, though. We saw it with an audience of people who really like this movie.
Yeah, but I feel like
That would make me. The old me that would make me dislike it more.
I actually think that did take away from it a little bit because there was a lot of times where I couldn't actually hear jokes because people were just screaming the lines at the movie
Yeah.
theater. That was a little annoying.
Oh, one guy. There's a part where the scientist guy is like he's got a surveillance camera set
Yeah.
up for the villain of the movie, and there's a part where he's like the scientist is not watching the camera feed, and somebody yelled, "Pay attention!" And it's
Yeah.
like. Come on. Okay, whatever.
No.
Imagine like somebody who like their favorite movie is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but they grew up in like a bunker or something. They have no idea about the fan like following.
Oh,
And they
man.
would be so annoyed. They would be like,
Why are you throwing rice?
"Be quiet!"
Wait, get out. You guys are standing up while they're singing the
I
Time
gotta
Warp
say,
song.
it's impossible because Rocky Horror sucks. It is not a good movie.
It is. Why do people like it so
I
much?
don't get it. It's not good. There's nothing
Well,
about it that's
It's
fun.
like it's
Sure, we have
fine.
to
That's the
watch
thing.
it.
It's just like, yeah, it's not bad enough to be. It's not like The Room. The Room I get because The Room is like
fan
insanely
bases
bad.
really do like ruin some like.
We're going to have to
pretty good
watch
stuff.
Rocky Horror at one point.
I don't
think.
want to
Yeah.
do Rocky Horror.
Well,
but
I think we have to.
It's a
Marty, I think we
parody
have
of,
to.
Good movies?
Frankenstein.
Of horror
Yeah.
movies.
It is though. It is
It's a parody of good movies. Wow.
Yeah, I don't like that movie. I watched
Have
that
you
in
seen it?
college.
In the theater.
I don't want to do that either.
It's more fun.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need to put on these fishnets and get up there, baby.
no, but my fears.
That'd be pretty cool to go in like holy jeans, like just have two holes on the knees, but wear fishnets underneath, and then compete in the burlesque show that they have or whatever, or the cross-dressing show, and just like open up the knees.
Oh,
a
just
little
that.
bit. They're like, give us a sexy.
Wow,
pose.
so minimalist.
Yeah. Wow.
Kelly,
I give it.
Hey, wait a second. As a spoof, I give it a 6 out of 10 because it was.
It's not really a spoof.
Yes.
yeah, that's
That's
fair.
why I give it like a 3 out of 10 as a spoof,
Whoa.
but like a 8.5 out of 10.
In its defense, the Raiders of the Lost Ark part is, it's just literally Raiders of the Lost Ark with a few jokes mixed in, and it makes fun of it pretty well. So like when it is doing spoof
Yeah,
stuff, it does it really well.
Love
Still,
the do
6
not
out of 10,
enter
Marty, is better than
sign.
Oh,
half.
I'm not yelling at you,
And you
Scott.
know me. I'm harsh, man.
I'm screaming at Kelly right now.
Yeah, scream at him.
Scream away, baby. It's like I'll give it a 9 out of 10. A round up. Round
a
up
good
to
rating.
9 out of 10 is a fun movie to watch. Have a good time with my pals. The Cabernet Sauvignon helped for
That is going to do it for us for our review of UHF.
the whole week. Bye.
Oh my God! Wait, no, no. That's not our sign off, Kelly. Scott, do you have a song to play us?
I have a few songs to play you. Today, I have prepared for you a Weird Al quiz.
Yay!
So-
yes, tell
wait a
us
minute,
more.
hold on.
I'm ready.
Grab a wait. Let's get buzzers.
Yes.
Grab something off. There should be like that's one. That's a buzzer. And then
have that one.
So it's like a kazoo. Can I test it?
Yeah.
I'll do the ukulele.
Do I just
Okay. Or there's a maraca. There's a. Oh wait, here.
Yeah, give me something I can shake. Okay, I've got what looks like it's called a nuggets, and it's a little egg with beads in it.
Okay, so contestants
kazoo.
have their This is the best of 5.
Yes.
First one to buzz in guesses. If they get it wrong, the point goes to the other.
Well, wait, we should have to steal.
Oh yeah.
We shouldn't just automatically get
Oh,
this.
okay, sure. You can see. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So, are we ready?
That doesn't count.
All right, question 1 of our Weird Al quiz. How many Grammys has Weird Al won? Kelly.
1.
Wrong.
Steal, Marty.
20.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Can I steal back?
I guess. Are we just gonna go through every number?
No.
It's not that high.
All right. For the
It's like
second
2 or 3.
for the second round of guessing, I will narrow it down between it is less than 10.
Wait.
Starting with Kelly.
3.
Wrong.
All right.
5.
Point 2. Marty.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Did he
Weird Al
win
has won 5 Grammys.
for best comedy album?
3 for best comedy album, 1 for best concept video, and 1 for best box set.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Did he? Never mind.
Kelly, the floor is closed.
No questions.
Okay, for the next question, I will name 3 songs, one of which is a real Weird Al song. 2 are just I made them up.
Hold on. Do we have to wait
boy.
to buzz in for this one?
You can buzz in at any time, I guess.
We
but-
should wait till the end.
So the third one's gonna be.
No, not necessarily. So you can buzz in at any time, but there's a chance. I mean,
I just have to pick which one's the Weird Al song.
No, there's 3 Weird Al songs and 2 non-Weird Al songs.
no.
He said
3 songs total. 1 is a real Weird Al song. 2 are made up, but I made them sound as though they
Gotcha.
were. Do you understand
Got
that,
it,
Marty?
yes.
Let's
I'm
go.
back to mean. This
Ready,
is the
ready,
my
ready.
breaking point.
ready.
3 weird. Yeah, he's gonna read 5 songs. Fuck you. All right, I will start reading. You can buzz in at any time, but you might want to hear all 3.
Yeah.
So which song? Song A, She Never Told Me She Was a Mime. B, Titanic Polka. C, Rhode Island Girls, parody of California Girls. Marty.
I think Titanic Polka is the real one.
Marty, you are incorrect.
Damn.
Kelly, would you like to steal?
she never told me she was a mime.
Kelly, you take it.
Point.
Damn it. What is that a parody of?
It's an original. That's the thing, is he's
you
got
say-
originals
that's right,
too. That's
you're
what
right.
makes it tricky.
Yes.
And
he also does.
Okay, it's 1-to-1 right now.
He also does the ones that aren't parodies. They're like genre parodies. Like he has a song that's like the Pixies song, but it's not like called
right,
anything
or it
like
smells
that.
like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Quick tangent. My favorite song by Weird Al is "Hardware Store." Play it for you some other time.
Is it
All
a
right.
Ting Ting
Or maybe
song?
later.
Kelly.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
it's a
up,
Ting-
Marty.
yeah. That Weird Al song is a Ting Ting song.
It's about the hardware store.
My
idiots.
favorite Weird Al song is Albuquerque. Moving on to question 3. I will read you some lyrics from a Weird Al song. This is from Amish Paradise. And you will there will be a blank, and there will be 3 options to fill in the blank.
Okay.
So, at 4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows. Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool, I've been milking and plowing so long that even blank thinks that my mind is gone. Is it A, even Joseph thinks my mind is gone? B, even Ezekiel thinks my mind...
Ezekiel.
Kelly takes it. It is
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
You didn't need to multiple choice that. I would have gotten that
Yeah.
free.
Kelly had it up right away. He knew what it was.
So that's 2-1. Moving on to question 4.
Nice. Damn. Crushing it.
I have to get
How
the-
many questions are there? How many do I need to win? 3?
I have-
5.
Oh,
so
I get to win.
Yes,
This
you-
is for
next
the win.
question.
This is
you
for the
can
win.
take it.
If I have to get the next 2 right to have a chance at winning,
No, to win.
to have a chance at winning,
No, to
also
win.
to also have a chance at winning. No.
This next question follows the same format, lyrics, and then 3 choices
Okay,
for fill in the
okay.
blank. This is from Achy Breaky Song, a parody of Achy Breaky Heart.
Hell yeah, this is right up my wheelhouse.
He's a big Billy Ray fan.
Love Billy Ray. I love
Old Town Road. He loves it.
it. Yes. Sure.
Okay. You can torture me with Donnie and Marie. You can play some Barry Manilow. Or you can play some schlock like New Kids on the Block or any blank song you know. Is it A, any Village People song you know? B, any Michael Jackson song you know? Or C, any Chaka Khan song that you know?
Shaka Khan?
You're dead wrong, Marty.
Damn, I need Kelly to get this wrong so I can get it right.
A.
A, Village People?
Yeah.
Dear God, Kelly, you've taken it.
Oh no!
On luck alone.
You want to make this interesting?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Double or nothing on the last
The next
one.
one's worth
Yes.
3 points.
The next one is worth 3 points.
Oh, NPR, are you listening to this? Because we're copying your format.
So, I'll name 3 songs. One of them is a real Weird Al song. The other 2 are made up.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Are these originals or parodies?
Shut up, Marty. Go,
These
Scott.
all would be parodies.
Okay.
So, which of these is real? A. Arby's Girl, parody of Barbie Girl by Aqua. B. Whiny Crabby People, parody of Shiny Happy People by REM. And C. Girls Just Want to Have Lunch, parody of Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Marty.
Whiny crabby people?
Marty, you are absolutely wrong. You've still have 1 point, so
Oh, I didn't
you
lose.
can take that home.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to steal?
I got second place.
Can I just take the win and leave?
No, you have to guess. You
Just
have
to
to
make
guess.
it, you know what?
Regis, can
if
I
you
walk
don't
away?
get this, negative 4 points.
Oh shit.
You have to guess.
C.
Kelly, you did it, baby.
Damn it.
I figured. Here's
Arby's
my
Girl,
thought.
not real. I made that up. Whiny Crabby People. Marty, I made that up.
It's just like
Girls Just Want to Have Lunch is a real Weird Al song.
I just thought he'd do a better joke, but then again, all of his things are.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
funnier than Weird Al. Thank you.
Congratulations, Scott.
So, that ends the novelty song segment.
The very special episode 10 novelty song segment.
Who's got a...
I have 2 novelty products for us this week. They are not Weird Al related. Well, one of them is, I'm just going to say sort of Weird Al related. The other one is, it's not a novelty product so much. Guys, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I'm going to ask the listener to do this as well. I need you to close your eyes. Because we're going to go on a little mental field trip right now. You have to close your eyes.
Wait,
otherwise
this is
it
an
doesn't work.
audio novelty product?
Just hear
I'm
me
going to
out.
close my eyes, but I'm going to keep looking at you through my eyelids.
Please close your eyes, though. Scott? Okay. Come with me, and we'll be in a world of pure noveltization. Everything will not have practical function. So we're doing House on the Rock. Built in 1959 by Alex Jordan. House on the Rock is a museum of sorts. It is a collection of novelties and other museum-type pieces.
Do we still have to close our eyes?
No, you can open your eyes now.
Close our
Listener?
eyes for that awful...
Hey, you know what? I worked really hard on that. Anyway, so House on the Rock opened in 1959 is a collection of sculptures, dollhouses, giant carousels, other like weird and random things.
I feel like...
Let me finish, Kelly. My hope was to purchase something in the gift shop to bring for this. The gift shop at House on the Rock is lacking quite a bit. And yeah, so my presentation is this week is House on the Rock, a place that all 3 of us have been to.
I haven't been there.
You haven't been there? I thought we talked
No.
about this. Oh, damn.
We did talk about it. I talked about how I haven't been there.
Marty.
And also, I thought we
Marty,
discussed
you
this
must know
before.
this is wrong. You must know. You must know.
It's like he didn't do his homework, and he's just like, I'm not bringing a novelty.
This is the
I
most...
said I have 2. I'm not done yet.
Well, the House on the Rock thing, I thought we talked about this. I thought we were going to go there.
Wait, do you have more facts?
About House on the Rock?
Yeah.
It's built in 1959.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
It's built
the
on...
equivalent of pressing back
Hang
on a
on.
CD player.
So it's just you do it? Oh, we've all been there.
It's built on Deer Shelter Rock in south of Spring Green, between Spring Green and Dodgeville, Wisconsin, which is in the middle of the driftless area of Wisconsin.
You're describing the geography
That's important to it.
of the air. Okay. He was a collector, right?
Correct.
He's got a bunch of weird shit
on.
in glass display cases.
He was sort of a collector, but there's nothing in the House on the Rock that is real. All of it is built for House on the Rock.
It's all
Fake.
recreation.
Famously, they had a bunch of display case things that listed, like, here's what this thing actually is, but they had to reword all of it. If you go there now and you read any of the descriptions on any of the museum pieces, they'll all be phrased really specifically, like, they'll always say, like, this is the King's Orb. You can find, or the King's Orb is something you can find in England, or something like that, where it's like, it's worded so
They're
you
all
can't.
replicas.
Correct.
But it's like also just a thing of like, there's a room with like 500 mannequins on the ceiling.
Yes.
And like,
I believe that is the Harpies.
yeah, it's like a museum. It's like if somebody like distilled like 15 antique stores into a museum.
Yes, it's your grandfather's garage, but it's 3 warehouses full, and it has a house that is designed exactly like every Frank Lloyd Wright house.
Yep.
And it is the best.
So there's cool architecture and then a bunch of weird collections.
I would say it's the best roadside attraction in the world and the best novelty attraction there is.
And there's a hotel right by it that has like themed
Rooms, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, there's like a cave room and like a Egypt room and like
I imagine it's very sticky.
Yeah, it's
dude, okay.
everything looks like it's made of paper mache.
That whole area is, there are like 30 hotels within like 10 miles of House on the Rock. There's nothing else around that area besides like House on the Rock, Taliesin.
To
Beautiful
defend the
sound-
stickiness of the room, where the fuck else are you going to go if you have that Egypt fetish?
Yeah, yeah,
It's true.
If you want to pretend you're King Tut while you
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah. So,
All right, so
House
thank
on
you for
Rock.
the concept of House on the Rock.
That's
Thanks
why you
for
had to
bringing
close
that
your
in.
eyes. That's why you had to close your eyes. My second item, which is something
So
physical,
the real thing.
is I went to the grocery store and I bought
Oh, the grocery
Mustard.
store.
Heinz mayo chip, which is
Nice.
half mayo and half ketchup.
I
You know
mean,
the
that
history
is
behind this?
yeah.
they
What was
call
it?
it in Utah?
1959. Heinz 57.
No, I'm not kidding. There's a fucking history behind this, and I bet Marty did no research.
I just bought this today.
They
Kelly,
call it pink sauce in Utah.
We really got to do all the fucking work for you, don't we?
Jesus Christ. Someone
All the
did
heavy
not do
lifting.
their homework.
I wrote a quiz.
Scott wrote a quiz.
that's true. You did write a quiz.
I just know this because
I
I've
picked
been
the
to Utah like
movies.
3 times.
Thank you. We all have to watch them, though. I realized that, like, okay, you know what? We'll have this conversation off mic, but I will say right now, I do the most work.
Yeah, of course you do. We're recording in your house. What? How wouldn't you?
I don't think anyone's gonna like.
No, that's not going to be
Sounds
debated. But also, we do have to talk about some work stuff off mic.
Okay.
Separate conversation. Anyway, mayo chip.
Okay, so this is the last episode. It's been it's been really good.
It's been a crazy 10
See,
F's, y'all.
I knew you guys would be
Jeez.
mad about the mayo chip, so I wanted to do.
Oh, so you thought you would do?
No, I
they're
wanted-
going to be so mad about how little effort I put into buying this thing from the grocery store. So instead, I'll just read 2 sentences I wrote on my phone about a
hang
place
on.
I was already
Hang
at.
Write it
hang
on
on.
his
I didn't
phone.
write any of that down.
He remembered.
I know all these
memorized it
facts.
from-
I know a lot of
Why are you
facts about
looking at
House
your
on the Rock.
phone then?
Oh, for the year. I didn't remember what year
The
it was
craziest
built.
thing. Yeah. The craziest thing about all this is that Scott was trying to be positive all week, and you broke him. You fucking broke him for this episode.
Yeah, he was trying to be positive.
He
Okay,
was.
Kelly.
I'm not kidding. He told me at work. He's like, I'm gonna do this character until Marty gets annoyed by it. And you fucking broke him by bringing up House of the
Stop
Rock.
it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop the fighting now! We're a team together, and we
Hang on.
need.
Let me drive this home. My goal was always to do House on the Rock. My hope was to bring something from House on the Rock, but the gift shop is so there's just nothing there.
It's all magnets.
It's mugs, magnets. I got the biography of the guy.
our next podcast.
Mugs, magnets. We should
This
review.
mug says
We
world's
should
best
review-
man, but is he? I don't know.
This mug says Mondays. Oi oi oi.
Oi, oi, oi. This
Wait.
mug says, don't talk to me until I finish my coffee. Okay, you can talk now. It says that at the bottom.
Hang
of
on,
it.
hang on.
This mug says BFM, and you know what that stands for?
Big fucking man.
Mug.
Mug.
Hang on. Also, by the way, mugs with funny words on them, great novelty products.
Love
great
mugs.
novelty.
You know what? Honestly, it would be more work to have. You'd have to go into like a Goodwill or something, somewhere you're not already going.
No, I made a special trip for this.
You're just. Well, then you know what? I take it
Because
back.
I knew if I just did the concept of House on the Rock, I knew I would get lambasted for it, so I knew I needed a physical thing to supplement it.
So let's bring in a mayo chip.
Mayo chip, yeah. I wanted to get
It's a novelty
no,
product
okay.
because it's like you can just
Marty,
make it
did you
your
walk
goddamn
in the
know.
store
self.
knowing you were going to buy that? Or did you peruse and be like, oh, no, this will
no.
work?
I wanted to buy the Sour Patch Kids cereal. That's the thing I went there for.
That would have been way better.
I agree.
Yeah, that was a really good idea that you didn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find any other novelty cereal?
I honestly couldn't find anything better. I couldn't find anything that was like a flavored item of a main thing, which
you know,
is what I was
Scott
trying
and
to
I
get.
would have. Is there a treat? Is
side
there a
note, does
toy
one of you
inside
have-
the mayo chip?
Dude, somebody told me somebody had like a. You know what? Never mind.
What
I'm
is it?
remembering
No, what
something
is it?
else. It's too long to go
Off
into.
mic.
Off mic. Is there a toy in the mayo chip? Can I dig my
Oh,
hand
boy.
in that bottle?
Kelly, by all means, let's listen to it now.
Nope. Not going to. Okay, mayo chip. The history of mayo
Pink
chip.
sauce.
It's called pink sauce in
Yes.
Utah. They mix ketchup and mayo and they dip their fries in it. That's really all you need to know.
Yeah. Also, the history of it is that like every person on Earth mixed the two together and was like, "Well, this tastes pretty good."
Honestly, sauce mixing is one of Marty's fortes. I've seen him
Yeah.
do it live.
I love
It is a
mixing
spectacle.
barbecue sauces with other barbecue sauces.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be a novelty product some week.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Barbecue
could
sauce?
bring in like your favorite sauce. You
can
could
get,
just
like,
do
a hot
any work.
sauce.
Hey, I went to House on the Rock for this presentation.
No, you were already going. This
I
is
know.
bullshit.
I
I went to the DMV last fucking weekend. Should that be the novelty
Hold
product?
on, Scott. Tell me to close my eyes before you lay this on.
Oh yeah. So, come with me, and you'll be
I have to say-
a line at the DMV.
I'm really disappointed you
Take
didn't like
a
that song, by the
number.
way. I was really bummed that you didn't like that.
I like. Well, okay. I have some notes.
Wait, noveltization?
Do you? Oh, because you had that written down too, right?
Yeah, I wrote
I
the
can.
song
We can.
out.
You know what? I don't even need to say anything to do my notes. Will you just sing it one more time? And I'm gonna keep the beat for you. All right? We're just gonna do standard 4 on the floor, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about.
Come with me, and we'll be in a world of pure
Rushing.
noveltization.
J.K. Simmons, I thank you for being here for this cameo. But do you see what I'm saying? Maybe a few less syllables in there.
I know! That's the joke! That it's a word. It's not even a real word I was doing. God.
All right, you know what, Marty? Maybe
It's
I've been too
novelization,
harsh.
not noveltization. I said noveltization, so it sounds bad.
And that was subtle, and I didn't pick up on that, and that's on me.
Listeners, I know you guys loved it out there.
Positive Scott's back.
Send in your mail. I'd really appreciate it.
Send in your mail because here's the thing, you know, it's our 10th episode, and we got nowhere to go but up.
We have no mail.
Together, I think the three of us can really show some improvement if we just work hard and do some real teamwork.
I gotta tell you, I'm having a hard time with the novelty product section of this.
Oh, are you? I had no idea.
I'm
You've
having a hard time
You
finding
had 3
stuff.
weeks so far, and one of the weeks you let your wife do.
Hang on. I asked her to do it. I didn't let her do it. I asked her to do it. I gotta say, I just don't want it to be like a flower lapel with like water coming out
Why
of it every
not?
time.
That's
That would be great!
That's so
What?
good.
No, do that!
Why wouldn't
Do
you want
that!
that?
Do exactly that!
Too predictable.
Exploding golf ball?
Oh, God.
Come on. These are like the classics. That's what we're supposed to be talking about.
We've said there's 2 different places that sell explicitly this
I
kind
went
of
to
shit.
one of them today, and there was a sign. I went to Art Smart's Dart Mart, and there was just a sign that said "open in 5 minutes," but it was hand drawn on there, and I just said like, "Fuck this! I'm not waiting around for whenever."
Fuck
they're
this.
gonna
I gotta
open."
drive 10 minutes to the grocery store.
Hang on.
Taken the sign and brought that in because that's a
should-
great novelty.
I should have
song.
done that.
I don't know if I can do this much.
Thank you so much for listening, guys.
God, we appreciate it.